Review. I am back, so let's get back into it with another one that we've been sitting on. I've been gone for a while, but I'm actually back doing my Thug Thizzle, bruh. Um, I think there's been a lot of dope albums that have dropped the last few weeks, and I haven't been able to review them, but I'm all in now. I've listened to quite a few. We talk about Tyler's album. I thought it was pretty decent. I listened to Giveon's album. I actually listened to Kesha's album. And I still got a couple more albums to go through. Quite a few albums. If there's any albums that y'all think that I should listen to, or you recommend that recently dropped, just let me know in the comments, and I'm gonna get to them for sure. Cause I'll sit in the gym and listen to greatness. You know, I'll sit in the gym and just listen to albums from front to back without even with no skips, no nothing. How how they're supposed to be listened to. So if there's any albums that y'all recommend that I listen to, just let me know in the comments below, and I'm gonna get to them. Let's start with the album that I think I disliked the most that came out. And I know I disliked it the most. And let's get to Tyler's new album. Don't tap the glass from top. Let's get to Don't Tap the Glass from top to bottom. All right, Tyler. Tyler for me. I like Tyler. I've always respected Tyler. I think Tyler is one of the greatest artists that we have of the last like 15 to 20 years for sure. And if you don't want to put him in the category with like all the artists, you can just put him in the hip hop category, and he is a top 10 hip most influential, maybe, if that. I think no, maybe not top 10. I lied. That's pretty steep. But he is one of the most influential hip hop artists, especially coming from California, coming from LA. So let's get to it. Don't Tap the Glass from top to bottom. Big Poe. I think Big Poe is a good song. Um, it sets the stage of what to expect for sure. I didn't know what to expect from this, like because it was like a surprise album, and Tyler doesn't really do very like surprise albums, so this one was different for different reasons, right? Um, and I thought Big Poe was a decent song. Um, and then we talk about next song, Sugar on My Tongue. Um, I'm indifferent about it. I can't really give a solid critique on it. I thought it was just a song. It was a song, nothing crazy. I didn't die about it. It was nothing that I really thought that shook me. Sucker Free is a vibe. It's a bop. I like the song. I don't love it, but I like the song. Sucker Free was a bop. Mom and them is cool. It's cool. Ring 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 is another vibe song, right? It's a jam, and I can hear this in a nice lounge. I can hear driving down PCH, sundown, you vibing. I think Ring 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 is up there as one of the better songs off the album. Don't Tap the Glass is another song that if anyone not Tyler made this song, we wouldn't like it. And that's all I have to say because it's a song. It's not a bad song. For me personally as an artist, like I think it's hard to call songs bad, especially in this era, this generation. There's it's well mixed, it's well written. Obviously Tyler does things that I as an artist can't do, or a lot of us can't do, so it sells, people love it, so I can't say it's a bad song. I don't like it though. um but Tweaking is probably my favorite song off the album, or part of the album, right? Tweaking, because it was like half and half. I think Tweaking is arguably the best song. um Don't You Worry kind of sounds like Sammy's I Like the Way. It sounded like that might have been an inspiration for that song because it's a bop. It's a nice bop. And then tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. I probably will never listen to it again. Um, I probably won't ever listen to that song again, and I am not sorry about it. But you know, I, hey, this album was not my cup of tea. And there's a lot of albums that are not going to be your cup of tea. But I give this album a 3 out of 10. And granted, it's probably not. And I seen Tyler's tweet a while ago that said, he was kind of just referring to this album not being something to be critiquing as a hip hop album. That he kind of just said, this is something that you should be dancing to. As a dancer, one thing I will say, as a man who grew up dancing, I ain't dancing in none of these songs. But teach his own. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a terrible album, but for me, it doesn't do it. So, a 3 out of 10 for this Tyler album for sure. But hey, if you like it, you love it. You like it, you like it. I'm not a fan.